It's Flow Sports basketball tonight in Gore Arena. Welcome to Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, as the NC Central Eagles come to town, taking on the Campbell Fighting Camels. Bojangles countdown to tip-off, getting you all set for this interconference matchup, MEAC and the CAA. Welcome inside Gore Arena right here on Wanda Watkins Court with the legend herself, Wanda Watkins. I'm EvanBudrovich. A Campbell team off to a great start, 5-2 as a program, top 25 defense. What makes this Campbell team have such a great start?
Well, they're always outstanding. They're well coached. Coach Fisher does a fantastic job. They're so strong defensively, and they are so deep this year. Nothing beats experience, and the Campbells are loaded with experience.
A Campbell team that came within 1 point of taking down UCF on Sunday. Now for NC Central, first-year head coach taking over the program, and a team that only has 8 healthy players tonight. What must Mira Burks, the redshirt senior, do to help NC Central tonight?
Well, she's their leading scorer and a really good three-point shooter for their team also. It's going to be important that her leadership shines through tonight for North Carolina Central.
Burks leads the MEAC in three-point shooting, and there's the GOAT of three-point shooting in Bowie's Creek, Shai Tooley. Another impressive season in year 6. How has she developed all these years later?
Tooley is a complete player this year. She does it all for Campbell. Shoots the ball extremely well and all facets of the game.
There's head coach Ronnie Fisher. Continuing a great season for Campbell at 5-2. NC Central at 3-4. First matchup since the COVID year of 2020. And heading into semester finals for Campbell, Wanda. I'm curious as a coach, how do you manage this game knowing tests are coming up, but you do want to perform well before the exam break?
Well, it's really, I think it's a good outlet for young women to be able to go out on the court, practice. Nothing changes. They still have those exams when the practice is over and the games are done. But it gives them a good release, clears their mind, and makes it better for them to have a fresh start when they get to their exams, I think.
22nd ever meeting, Campbell at NC Central. And the Eagles, the last time they came into Bowie's Creek, earned their first win here in Harnett County. Michael Barber, our lead official, and let's get this thing rolling. Christabella Zuma wins the tip, and Brittany Staves comes out with it for Campbell in its first possession. Who lost a thriller, 41-40 at UCF on Sunday. Shai Tooley right to work, short on the jumper. Morgan Callahan the rebound. NC Central, 68 points a game, an explosive scoring team in the MEAC.
Central wasted no time getting the ball up the floor, Evan.
Nyjah Cunningham is rejected, and a steal for Gemma Nunes. Nunes here in transition. That's one area Ronnie Fisher wants to speed up his offense here in 23. Works it into Azuma. Great pass to Nuremberg. How about the vision there of the forward?
Really unselfish play, too. And good court sight to see her on the backside there by Azuma.
That's a junior forward, Christabella Azuma. Excellent vision.
Azuma really maturing into a fine player for Campbell.
Had a near double-double on Sunday. Good contest on the shot. Nunes pushing the pace, the Spanish product. Good dime to Staves. Missing the three.
All around the rim that time.
Campbell entered this game 37% from deep. Open triple, Burks is off. Campbell's defensively top 20 in the country against the three-point shot. Hard to hit from deep. Nice spin move. No foul there on the Bryant drive, and now a foul as Tooley gets tripped up.
Campbell standing strong that time defensively, Evan, doing it time and time again. This team is just so impressive defensively. You know, when they played at University of Central Florida, they were ranked in the top 30 as far as shooting from the floor and three-point shooting, and held them to 22% for the game. That's so impressive.
Held UCF 20 points below its average. Everyone touching the rock on this possession for Ronnie Fisher's offense.
North Carolina Central really coming across the floor to help off on Azuma.
Wide open three there for Staves, unable to hit. There's Kyla Bryant, the Salisbury native. Tough drive. That banks in. Jada Tiggett, the Winchester, California product.
Nice turnaround jump shot that time by Tiggett.
Tiggett was a state champion at Rancho Christian last year out in California. Nunez is trapped, and a steal. Callahan away with it. And how about NC Central affecting things with pressure, leading to a 3. Azuma the rebound.
Not surprised to see Central extend their defense. They're forcing 26 turnovers a game.
That's top 5 in the country. East Carolina leads the league, 29 turnovers a game. Azuma down low, looking to avoid that mistake.
Look at the double team, the help across on Azuma.
Staves drives in and earns the foul. Our first team foul of the night. When you face a team that forces that many turnovers, what's the point of emphasis on the offensive end?
Well, you just got to stay in control. You can't let the defense dictate. You've got to make sure offensively you stay in control. And that's easier said than done against a scrappy defensive team sometimes.
Campbell did commit 26 turnovers of its own on Sunday. Nice find to Thule. She's off. And Azuma there for a second board. The CAA leader in rebounds, Christabel Azuma, fighting for space. Nice find. Here's an immediate double team. Nuremberg creates space. Look at this ball movement. 2 on the clock. Thule the heave. And great defense from NC Central.
Central really kind of backing up what we've been talking about, Evan.
Central came in with a tough loss at Presbyterian on Wednesday. Now a wide open 3. Mira Burks knocks it in.
She can hit it.
The MEAC leader in triples hits another. 23s for Burks.
Here we see they're trying to run and jump here. And
Azuma is begging for the ball in the mismatch. Now in a double. Great kick out. Thule can't convert. And a rebound for Callahan. Morgan in transition. Aggressive to the basket. Drawing the foul on Staves.
Central really pushing the ball up the floor with a lot of poise. Going to the basket, attacking the rack, drawing the foul.
Free throws here for Morgan Callahan, who's one of the best rebounders, second in MEAC boards. Came into this game as a team shooting 54%. Big room for improvement. You think of the national leaders, Wyoming at 86%. It's not just that elevation, good free throw shooting as well.
It's good to see because it's almost a lost art in this day and time, you think.
Here with Wanda Watkins, legendary point guard, and an 82% free throw shooter in her tenure. Good pressure on Azuma. Look at the ball movement here from the Camels. Stave drives in. Someone's got to shoot here. Thule gets a better shot. Excellent movement from the Camels.
Good hesitation that time by Thule to draw the defense off the floor and make the easy bucket.
A block for Azuma. And Greg Popovich talks about passing up good shots for better shots. That was certainly the case for the Camels.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thule showing why she is the leader. Wow. Azuma really getting up off the floor. Sending that one back.
First minutes for Janiyah Jones and Raven Robinson coming in for Central. They have a jump ball. Possession will stay here.
The strategy of Nuremberg on Burke. You know, she's got a little bit of size there and hopefully can defend that three-point shot for Campbell a little better.
Campbell entered top scoring defense in the CAA. Burke has to get this in quickly. Tippy Robertson collects, the Chicago native. Tippy's got some swag. Coach Baxter mentioned she is most popular player on the campus. That jumper rattles out for Avaletta. A patient Campbell offense early. Everyone touching the rock, including Azuma in the lane. Nuremberg lets it fly, hitting her first 3. That snaps an 0 for 5 start from deep.
Nuremberg coming along for Campbell, having a career high when they were over in Puerto Rico.
Something about those international trips really heats you up as an offense.
Yeah.
Good bucket down low for Jada Tiggett.
Tiggett's really showing some athleticism.
Wow, huge passing here from the Camels. A tip from Avaletta. And now an adjustment, the fronting defensively there from NC Central.
I think they're going to try to make it harder for Azuma to get the basketball, and when she does, they're putting so much pressure with the double team.
We'll take the media timeout. All tied up in this first quarter.
Azuma collecting those assists.
Bust.
When I first joined the board at Papa John's, I brought some big ideas.
We're gonna need more pepperoni.
But my biggest idea, the Shakaroni pizza.
Make it bigger, make it bigger. More is
It's
better.
extra large with extra cheese and covered in more than 60 pepperonis.
When I say handful of pepperoni, I mean my handful.
What makes Shakaroni huge is that Papa John's donates $1 from every pizza to the Papa John's Foundation.
1, 2, 3, Shakaroni!
Pizza gets bigger when you Shakaroni.
Only at Papa John's.
The double quarter pounder with cheese, fresh off the grill, cooked when I order it and not a moment before. And juicy? Hey, listen, I keep my napkin game up because I'm not trying to have this drip on my drip.
Wait, she's shooting what?
McDonald's breakfast is good.
She's shooting
But
what?
getting that McDonald's breakfast 2 minutes before it stops being
That
served,
should be illegal.
that tastes
Talking about the girls
even
shooting
better.
43%.
They're supposed to shoot 38%.
Oh,
Coach, I would just keep her in the gym all day and just shoot
Made
free
fresh
throws.
daily.
So I'll give
Service
Taya
with a
credit.
smile.
Over 4 years, she went from sub 50 to
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us. Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Hey, grab me one too.
Campbell head coach Ronnie Fisher, fresh off a 1-point loss at UCF Sunday. He noted the moral victory in that game. But Wanda, you've been in those huddles. It's one thing to be competitive and compete. It's another thing to want to win and push your team forward in that next game after a tough loss.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising what you can learn from a game like that because they competed. They led in that game for 31 minutes. You know, they learned a lot, and then there's things that they can do better that he's alluded to. And I'm sure they spend time working on that during the month of December.
Ronnie Fisher with 140 victories here in 8 seasons.
Doesn't get much better than that. Right at 20 games a year.
3-time conference champion, and the miss there for Nunez. NC Central, meanwhile, trying to climb a hill. Norfolk State, the reigning MEAC champs. And Central picked 5th in the preseason.
They're really athletic.
Robertson gets the screen. There's just no room to operate. Now Boone in defensively.
Bringing the low post to high post now and taking her to the basket.
Cunningham is swatted away.
Azuma makes it tough in there.
Nearing 200 career blocks for Azuma. Now wants the rock. Nunez finds Azuma. Kicks it out. Boone goes away from the screen and it's way off. Here's the speed. Robertson the cross. Got away with the travel. Kicks it out. Burke short. And now a scrum for the basketball.
Campbell really being scrappy.
Audrey Fuller has checked in for the Camels, the product of Brisbane, Australia. Gets the rock right away. Azuma with all the position. Kicks it out. Wide open three. Whoa, that was way off. Campbell off to a slow start. 1 of 7 from 3. Tough look. Zuma's been everywhere on the boards. 4 boards, 3 blocks. Here's Fuller. Sprints in. Nice pass. Boone converts. Nice play in transition from the Camels.
Interesting to note for Campbell, too, when they go to the bench and make those substitutions, both players coming in are very seasoned players for this program last year.
Fuller was a starter last year at the point guard role. Another miss for Central. 3 of 14 shooting. Nunez lays it off. Great ball movement. Three-pointer is knocked in. First 3 for Audrey Fuller and a timeout Central. How about the ball movement of the Camels here?
Really good ball movement, very unselfish play, reversing the basketball, making the defense work to find the open person. Here we get a good look of Fuller coming down, hitting Gigi off that break. Beautiful pass, good execution. There's that extra pass and the three-point shot.
Ronnie Fisher continuing to coach this unit up. He noted overcoming scoring droughts, and that cost them against UCF Sunday. After that timeout break, we saw 5 straight points, a good response there from his Camels.
Absolutely. I mean, North Carolina Central is making it tough on Izuma. They're putting so much pressure on her, but she is feeding the perimeter well, and as Campbell knocks that shot in, it's going to ease some pressure, I think.
Raven Robinson walks it up the court. A 3-minute scoring drought for NC Central. One of the toughest teams to score on. Campbell top 20 in scoring defense. Robinson blows by. Second chance, no. Third is way off. And a battle on the boards here. Sarah Hammock Fitzgerald with the braille on the back of her jersey. The names are so tight together. Now she gets the rock. Pressure. Nice save. That'll stay here.
Central really putting a lot of pressure on the post play.
How do the Camels counter that offensively?
Well, I think they've been doing well. Izuma's been finding the open person. They haven't been hitting that shot, but Fuller has eased a little of that pressure by knocking in that last 3.
4 assists on 5 Campbell buckets tonight. Looks like the court's all clean now. There's Jessica Woods, the freshman guard out of Columbia, has elite handles. Sets up Hammock Fitzgerald, and she's off. That was not even close. Good blow by. Lays it off.
Nice pass.
And a foul. Morgan Callahan to the free throw line. I love that ball movement there from Burks, attacking and dishing.
Yeah, made it look easy, drawing the defense and then finding the open person.
Sarah Hammock Fitzgerald collects her first foul.
Callahan back to the line. You know, she's almost averaging a double-double herself. Coming off of an 18-point game against Presbyterian.
Callahan, the reigning MEAC Defensive Player of the Week. These are 2 hard defensive programs.
Yeah, they are.
This might be a race to 50 tonight.
Yeah, could be.
Does that favor a certain team in this defensive style game?
Does it favor a certain team? Well, we'll have to see on that one, Evan, but I do think that whoever can create the most opportunities offensively should, if they can capitalize, should win the game.
Sarah traveled and turns it over.
So much pressure on the post. So much pressure by Central.
And you scout that, right, as a coach. You see that coming and adjust to it.
Yeah. With a force like Izuma inside now, and even Fitzgerald, who can be a dominant player for Campbell. Good strategy by Central.
Terrence Baxter clearing out his offense. Clock under 10. Burks heaves.
Downtown.
Big triple.
Downtown.
Second 3 for Burks.
Oh, here comes the extended defense.
Woods is doubled. Dribbles like a kid in a candy store, just running around for her life. Fuller hits the three. Last seconds, that gets tipped.
Hey, that's great floor vision by Woods, the freshman, to find Fuller when she was being triple teamed down there on the baseline.
Slipped through the hands of Director of Development, Nathan Rice. Elite hand-eye coordination down there for Nathan. Final seconds. Burks is trapped, and a late foul. And as a coach, you cannot afford to make that foul that far from the basket.
Yeah, not a foul you want to make, but nothing lost really with 0.6 seconds left.
And not in the bonus.
Nobody going to the free throw line. Really nothing lost except her gaining a foul.
That gets knocked out of bounds to end the quarter. Campbell's defense lives up to it, holding Central to 10 points. And when we come back, the second quarter here from Wanda Watkins Court in Buies Creek. Shooting the ball well offensively. However, Wanda, the Camels' ball movement, 5 assists in that first quarter.
They're really moving the ball well, and I'm sure in time they will shoot the ball better.
There's Terrence Baxter, third year on the staff. He's a first-year head coach. Tricia Stafford-Odom left the program 2 months before the season. So Coach Baxter, longtime assistant, worked at Catawba as a head coach. Now it's his year to really run the show.
An all-conference player from Pfeiffer.
Shaituli out of the timeout. Quick start for three. Fourth triple for the Camels.
That's what it's going to take for Campbell, I think. Knocking in that perimeter shot because of all the pressure inside. And then I think if they could,
backdoor
nice
cut.
Backdoor play.
Nice finish for Burks. That's the 240th triple in Tuli's career.
That was pretty timely by Central on that backdoor play.
Fuller drives in. NC Central playing hard defensively. Now Azuma into the game. Double.
Double.
Look at that steal. Callahan stripped her. Took her keys in the parking lot and said goodbye. Now the step back. Rolls out. Azuma hangs on to it. Her 5th board. Nunes. Electric. Banging bodies, and that's offensive. A little out of control there for Gemma Nunes.
Central hanging out, waiting to get into good floor position that time to draw the charge.
That was Morgan Callahan absorbing the contact.
You talked about her defensive ability. She's showing it well there. Campbell sticking with her man-to-man defense.
Robinson gets past one, is way off. Not sure if it's good defense or bad offense, but there have been some desperation misses, and Nunes is fouled. Do you feel that as a player, the amount of defense against you makes it harder to score and contribute?
Well, I just think sometimes, you know, when you're getting double like we are, or like Campbell is inside, and they're hitting that perimeter person, sometimes hitting that open shot is the most difficult one to hit, Evan.
As Tooley's off on the 3. Campbell 38%, NC Central 25%. No easy buckets tonight. Bryant tries it. That one rolls out. Callahan scrapping for the boards, and a second chance for Central. Little ball fake here from Callahan. Inside to Cunningham. Nice spin move. That rolls out. And to your point, couple of good looks.
Yeah, good position that time by Staves to land that rebound.
Instead, Nunes attacks. That one rolls through. Better to be lucky than good, as Tooley knocks it out of play.
I think Nunes is being smart, though. She's saying, you've got to honor the basketball. If you're not going to guard me, I'm going to take it to the hoop, which is wise on her part.
Gemma Nunes, 7 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on Sunday. Maybe her best game in the starting lineup. Janiyah Jones kicks it out. Burks fires a big 3. 3rd triple for Burks.
She can shoot it.
And NC Central has gotten the 3-point shooting rolling. Nunes' turn. Unable to hit. The Camels are 4 of 14 from deep.
North Carolina Central going into this game definitely wasn't shooting a 50% shooting team from 3-point territory.
No chance against Azuma. Nunes in transition. Nice ball. A little bit of spacing issues here for the Camels. A lot of bodies. Nuremberg kick out. Fuller 3. Azuma rebound. Stripped. Jones the steal.
Well, they have really put some emphasis on Azuma.
The all-CAA forward attracting a ton of attention. Burks wanted the 4th.
Oh.
Callahan keeps it alive. Good drive and a foul. Kyla Bryant to the free throw line. And now NC Central living on those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, Bryant going to the free throw line, 62% free throw shooter. Seems like North Carolina Central's been to the line a lot more than 4 times, doesn't it?
0 of 4, in fact. Make it 0 of 5. How do you fix these woes if you're Central at the free throw line? Finally, one rattles in.
Well, that's a start for them, I guess. Watch the extended defense now by North Carolina Central here.
Jada Tiggett checks in defensively. She is a bunny rabbit in the eyes of Coach Terrence Baxter. Can jump all over the gym.
Watch the jump.
Nunes blows by her defender. Azuma touches it out of bounds.
You know, that's a tough part about a defense like that, oftentimes it will force a quick shot.
That was a great drive by Nunez, just couldn't convert. Both these teams lead the CAA and MEAC in scoring defense. It is tough to score. Tiggett nearly lost it. Clock to 10. Bryant, nice move, better pass, open three is off. And it'll stay here. Thule touched it. All of a sudden, NC Central 8 offensive boards, getting a ton of possessions. Good crossover, better jumper. Mira Burks with 13.
Oh, Burks is on fire.
What's the adjustment if you're Campbell defensively?
Well, she's had a few open looks that I know Coach Fisher's not happy about. That one was not open, though. That was very earned.
Zuma down low. It's been doubled all night. Feeds it off. Nuremberg pass. Boone
Great
delivers.
Teamwork. Great teamwork that time.
How about the passing of the Camels there? There's the matchup. Burks is dominant, 13 points. That is off. Avaletta couldn't hit. Nunez just sprints ahead. Nuremberg drives. Tough bounce pass and a foul.
Good thought that time by Nuremberg.
And we'll take the media timeout. Campbell up 4 midway through this second quarter on Flow Sports. Thank you, thank you. $1K for $1K challenge. Give more than $1,000 to the Fighting Camel Club for exclusive gear, ticket opportunities, and experiences, all while helping change the lives of Campbell student athletes. Neat way to give back now in today's NIL world. Tight game, 4-point game, under 5 minutes to go, first half.
It's really been a good game. Really been a good game. Neither team has shot the ball very well at the beginning, but Campbell's getting close to 44%, 43% from the floor now, warming up a bit.
6 points early for Fuller, 5 for Thule. And Mira Burks has gone off 13 in this first half.
Yeah, she has been the North Carolina Central show. She really has. 6 of those points being, 9 of those points coming from three-point territory.
Here's Shai Tooley out of the timeout. Campbell's all-time leading three-point shooter. And now a kick ball will keep it here. The Camels are emphasizing that post game. How do they better capitalize on those touches?
Well, I mean, when you have a player like Azuma, you want to carry the ball inside, and she's been very unselfish in delivering the ball back out on the perimeter.
That has led to 7 assists on 9 made buckets. Boone is trapped. Look at the movement here. Everyone touching it for the Camels.
A lot of contact inside.
Boone the kick out. Nuremberg 3. Unable to hit. Offensive board in. Good second chance from Boone.
Always good when you can get stick backs.
That's 4 second chance points for the Camels.
It always helps to widen the gap.
Burks, good defense. Nice drive and using the bank. That's old school hoops right there.
Burks is feeling it.
Feels like
She
Tim
is
Duncan in
feeling
the
it.
90s for the Spurs. I love that move. It's like Wanda Watkins in the 70s here at Campbell.
Oh, don't know about that one.
Always
Evan.
using the glass. Zuma into an immediate double team. Just goes right through it. Forces up a shot.
Trying to split the defense, but didn't happen.
Burks can shoot from that range. Little crossover and lost it. Campbell all by itself. Nuremberg takes advantage in transition.
Big conversion point that time for Campbell and trying to widen the gap here now. This is critical last 3 minutes going into halftime.
6-point lead. And Burks asks for time. Now she exits. I think got injured on that last play. So Caleb
See what
Bryant
happened.
returns.
Must have stepped on somebody's foot or something, turned her ankle.
Sarah Hammock Fitzgerald checks in for the Camels, giving Azuma the breather.
Campbell really need to take advantage of Burke being out of the game now because she's been so productive for them offensively.
Here's Raven Robinson, backup point guard. Gets the screen. Cunningham begging for the rock. No way to enter here. Clock at 8. Bryant, crossover, late in the clock.
Time's going down.
And Callahan lost track of it. Shot clock violation. Good defense there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we saw Central do that early on one time, and now Campbell has done it at a critical point in time. You really want to try to build momentum this last 3 minutes going into halftime. And I'm sure they'll try and do that through their defense first.
Reach-in foul on Janiyah Jones, as Campbell wants to snap a 4 for 16 start from 3. Had good looks, had opportunities, unable to hit. Hammock Fitzgerald finds Tooley, wide open, comes up short.
Again, another good shot choice.
Callahan. No easy options for Central. Now shooting 26%. Bryant pressured. Nuremberg gets tripped, and that's offensive.
Good
was
call
hard
by the official
contact.
that time. Yeah, it made it tough.
And the way Campbell plays, every touch is challenging.
Nuremberg a little shaken on hitting that screen.
So Svenja exits. Brittany Staves re-enters. Final 2 minutes of this first half.
Interesting to see if Campbell runs a set here, trying to score.
Hammock Fitzgerald left alone. Oh, the bank is open. Surprised everybody.
I think she called that.
That's Campbell's 5th triple and a 9-point lead. Now down low, Avaletta. A foul on the drive. Callahan hacked. This has been the bugaboo for Central. 1 of 6 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to call it a shooting foul that time.
Okay, the 3rd team foul. Not in the act.
Burke's coming back in the game.
First minutes for Hadley Dill, the freshman, here for Campbell.
Important defensive possession this time for Campbell. With 20 seconds trying to hold them. Getting a defensive stop.
This has been the Burke Show. 15 first half points. Short on the 3. Nice pass. Callahan saves it. Avaletta hits it. Big bucket.
Avaletta hitting her first bucket, but she really's got a nice technique for shooting the basketball.
What a pass to Thule. Dill
She can hit it.
hits that 3. 6th triple for the Camels.
Again, Campbell going to the bench, getting a good lift. They're widening that gap, up by 10 with a minute to go.
Avaletta on an island. Barrels into Fitzgerald and misses. Nunez with that incredible passing. Look at this dime. Dill to Boone. Kicks it out. Fitzgerald. Give her 2 threes. And the ball movement incredible. 13-point lead.
Really moving it to find the open look. And the 3-point percentage is going back up again for Campbell.
Nunez the steal. Gemma all by herself. Big layup. 8-0 Campbell run. This game's turned in an instant. 13-2 to end the half. Bryant, big 3. No good.
Campbell's going to hold it.
And Dill comes up short. Dominant run to end that first half. 13-2 for the Campbell Camels.
Just like that, they go from being 4 or 5 points ahead to 15 in 3 minutes time span.
We'll come back for the Mattamy Holmes halftime report when we return to Buies Creek.
from the floor and 44% from three-point territory, which was an area they struggled with early on in the game, and that really was the difference maker.
The Camels, to their credit, balanced shooting, balanced scoring, and NC Central had Burks go off, and then the Camels countered late in that quarter.
Yeah, they really did. They got some key defensive steals, some gimmies down at the other end of the floor, some nice layups, converted off their defense, and their last 3-minute game plan was excellent.
Here's some numbers from that first half. NC Central shot at 27%. Campbell shot 47%. It wasn't pretty early, but the Camels found a way to get their offense going.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot of pressure inside early on, and eventually they were able to hit the perimeter shot and work through their defense to get the layups at the other end of the floor to kind of motivate their offense and to get them even more relaxed.
22nd ever meeting, Campbell and NC Central tonight. A good battle here in Gorman. Now let's show you some highlights from that first half. It was hard to score early with Azuma swatting everything away.
She really does a job and does a number in there inside. That was one of Campbell's three-point shots to loosen up a little bit early on. And they got good lift from their bench also. Each time Coach Fisher would go to his bench, he'd get a lift, as we saw Fuller hitting that three-point shot.
And then Burke's able to answer with 15 of her own. This became a three-point competition there in that second quarter.
Boy, did it ever. And Fuller got them started, really. Hitting two. Here we see Tooley with another.
Nunes is so fast. It's like Wanda Watkins speed.
Again, I'm not sure about that, Evan, but here we see Burks, who was sensational for Central.
Burks finished with 15 first-half points, kept Central in it, and then the Camels down the stretch, big buckets in that second quarter.
Showing a lot of teamwork, good poise, finding the open person and the open look, and then nailing those.
Yeah, that balance there was key for the Camels. 11 assists on 15 buckets.
Here's one of their defensive takeaways to get the snowbird at the opposite end. They had 2 or 3 of those in the last 3 minutes of the half.
You call it snowbird, I call it cherry picking. It's all the same. And then Fitzgerald, that was 1 of 2 threes.
It's a good save that time by Central to land that bucket.
And that puts a cap on a Campbell 13-2 run to end the half. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half here in Bowie's Creek with Campbell up 15 at halftime.
This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings,
the student
new
athletes up there.
opportunities, and a new identity. We are the Coastal Athletic Association, and from the beaches to the city streets, we are united to succeed at an elite level, in competition, in our communities, in our lives. This is the tide that lifts us, the fire that burns inside all of us. This is our moment, our new chapter. We are the CAA, and we are united in excellence.
Welcome to Smithfield. How may I help you?
Made fresh daily. Service with a smile.
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
We are not merely an institution of higher education. We are transforming lives and empowering students to become leaders.
Leaders in our communities, in our state, and throughout the world.
Leaders in innovation.
Leaders in service to our neighbors.
Join our movement. Join our community. Join our mission. Lead with purpose. Lead with Campbell.
Bust it. When I first joined the board at Papa John's, I brought some big ideas. We're gonna need more pepperoni. But my biggest idea, the Shakaroni pizza. Make it bigger, make it bigger. More is better. It's extra large with extra cheese and covered in more than 60 pepperonis. When I say handful of pepperoni, I mean my handful.
What makes Shakaroni huge is that Papa John's donates $1 from every pizza to the Papa John's Foundation.
1, 2, 3, Shakaroni!
Pizza gets bigger when you Shakaroni.
Only at Papa John's.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate?
How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
This is where everything starts. It's a place. This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings, new opportunities, and a new identity. We are the Coastal Athletic Association, and from the beaches to the city streets, we are united to succeed at an elite level, in competition, in our communities, in our lives. This is the tide that lifts us, the fire that burns inside all of us. This is our moment, our new chapter. We are the CAA, and we are united in excellence.
Welcome to Smithfield. How may I help you?
Made fresh daily. Service with a smile.
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
We are not merely an institution of higher education. We are transforming lives and empowering students to become leaders.
Leaders in our communities, in our state, and throughout the world.
Leaders in innovation.
Leaders in service to our neighbors.
Join our movement. Join our community. Join our mission. Lead with purpose. Lead with Campbell.
Busted. When I first joined the board at Papa John's, I brought some big ideas.
We're gonna need more pepperoni.
But my biggest idea, the Shakaroni pizza.
Make it bigger, make it bigger. More is better.
It's extra large with extra cheese and covered in more than 60 pepperonis.
When I say handful of pepperoni, I mean my handful.
What makes Shakaroni huge is that Papa John's donates $1 from every pizza to the Papa John's Foundation.
1, 2, 3, Shakaroni!
Pizza gets bigger when you Shakaroni. Only at Papa John's.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate?
How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
This is where everything starts. It's a place of new beginnings.
Getting set for the second half, Campbell and NC Central here in Gore Arena. I love the new light show. That's pretty neat. Unless you're one of those people who gets blinded by the lights. All things considered, though,
Cranking it up.
Campbell in that first half, 7 3-pointers. Offense got rolling in that second quarter. How do they translate that into the second half?
Well, hopefully they can get off to a better start in the second half. We're a little bit flat shooting initially at the beginning of the game, but certainly they came on very, very strong and played their best basketball by far the last 3.5 minutes of that half.
NC Central starts with the basketball first. A Central team that has not picked up a win when trailing at halftime this year. So a good challenge for Terrence Baxter's club. Looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. And immediate ball pressure for Morgan Callahan to start this second half.
And Campbell really putting a lot of pressure on that inbound.
Here's Burks, 15 big first half points and a steal. Nunez, the pest.
Steals created a lot of offensive opportunities for Campbell late in that last quarter.
Here's Nunez. Excellent speed. Everyone touching the rock for the Camels tonight. Nuremberg was 7. Nice pass. Thule. Deep step back. In her bag from 3.
Right on time, too, for Campbell. That shot clock was going down that time.
2 threes for Thule. That was a good shot. Big triple. Nothing but air. Burks throws it away. Campbell's largest lead at 18. What have you thought of this new look offense? A lot of players touching the ball for Campbell.
Yeah, they are really moving the ball well, finding the open person, getting the extra pass to find the open person.
Zuma, great touch. Just chucked it up.
Hadn't had many opportunities to shoot the basketball tonight.
Cunningham, sloppy with the basketball, turnover. How does NC Central take a breath and ease into the second half?
Yeah, well, right now I think Campbell's defense is really giving them a little bit of difficulty. They, coming out of that halftime with Coach Fisher, they appear to have really upped the ante defensively.
And if you're a Ronnie Fisher coach team, up in the ante is top 10 in the country in defense.
Yeah.
This year they've slagged off a bit, 20th overall. Shai Thule having a great start to the second half. 2 threes.
Campbell looks like they've really gotten relaxed now, got their legs under them, shoot the basketball well.
We'll take the timeout. All Campbell in this second half here on Flow Sports.
Eagles timeout. Officials timeout.
Cool. Thank you.
Guys making a lot of noise on 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah. They're good. I like the band. It's nice. Thank you, sir. Welcome back to Bowie's Creek. Here's what's cooking in the CAA. Big win for Towson yesterday over Liberty in overtime. And right now, 4 programs off to great starts. Campbell, Towson, Charleston, Stony Brook. This could be an interesting CAA this year in 23.
It really, it's interesting too, being the new kid on the block and going in and people not really being aware of Ronnie Fisher basketball. I think it's going to be interesting how Campbell comes into the league and eases their way up in the league.
And they've revamped its offense this year. More aggressive, more ball movement. Nice layup there for Janiah Jones. Campbell has gone from one of the slowest tempo teams in the country to nearly doubling its speed.
They really have, and they're off to a great start in this half, shooting the basketball almost just a little under 70% from the floor.
Azuma, fantastic position for the layup.
That's one of the few times that Azuma got the basketball, could turn and go to the basket and didn't have 2 or 3 people on her tonight.
4 points for Azuma.
I think that happens, though, when you start hitting that perimeter shot like Campbell has been doing.
Callahan forces one in and a foul. Chance to finish that one off. After the reach-in, Azuma called for it. That's her second.
Whew. Tough break that time. Tooley was upright.
Now the press from NC Central. How does this change things for the Eagles?
Well, it can turn a game around, but Campbell really moving the ball well there.
Every player touching the ball, and Nuremberg drives in for the foul. That's the press breaker.
Yep.
A good drive at that. Kyla Bryant called for her first. Remember, Campbell committed 27 turnovers on Sunday, only 6 so far.
Yeah, we talked about it going into the game, how to counter against that kind of pressure, and it's make sure you stay in control. Don't let the defense dictate to you what you want to do, and they've done a really good job of that, particularly this half.
Svenja Nuremberg, who came in shooting 78% from the line, makes both. Those were the only 2 free throws of the night for the Camels.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of free throw shooting thus far.
Tippy Robertson tiptoes in. Nice pass. Whoa, filthy layup and a foul. Shania Jones somehow manufactured that one.
A smart move by Jones as she goes to the basket, throwing that ball up to draw the shooting foul.
Staves will exit. Boone comes in. 11 players have checked in for the Camels tonight.
They go so deep on their bench, and they don't lose anything. In fact, it gives them lift time and time again. An added strength, I think, and nothing really replaces, like we talked about at the beginning in the opener tonight, nothing really replaces experience.
21 bench points for Ronnie Fisher as Nunez breaks the press. Look at that pass. Thule rolls it out. Zuma on the boards. Nuremberg lost it. I'll stay here. Watching Azuma rebound, it's like a grown woman and a bunch of elementary school kids. She is so powerful down there.
It looks like she has springs on her feet. It's just amazing, her leaping ability, and she is so physically strong, Evan.
10 career double-doubles for Azuma. Wants the rock. Clock to 5. Boone blows by one. Misses. There's Azuma again on the boards. Stays here. And how impactful is that to have a forward that can win those offensive rebounds?
It's very impactful. Nothing like second chance points when you're on offense as far as extending a lead, building a lead, or even getting back in a ball game.
That's led to Campbell 15 second chance points. Nearly a steal and a foul on Mira Burks. That's her second.
Burks didn't think so that time, Evan.
Thule exits. Audrey Fuller comes in. No player in the history of basketball who's committed a foul ever thought they committed the foul. Put that out in the universe. Gemma Nunez in the pink kicks tonight. Fuller flings in a lucky bounce for 3.
Still Fuller. Fuller is still feeling it. That's her third one.
I just can't believe that ball went in. It circled around and then hit the backboard. Here's a steal for Nuremberg.
Look out, Fuller's on running that outside leg. She's so quick.
The Camels have made 10 triples tonight. Boone on the drive. Tough look. Nuremberg so smart. Glides through. Whoa. And Azuma call for the over and back. Literally over and back. Little Tippy Robertson was begging
Tough
for a
break
foul.
that time for Azuma. She barely got her hand on it.
3 fouls for Azuma. So Hammock Fitzgerald comes in. Shania Jones on the attack. Nuremberg playing hard defensively. Robertson stripped. Burks 3. Nearly had a 5th. Nunez. Numbers. Nunez. No. Kick out. Fuller. That's no good. And Nunez got caught up in the camera.
She got tangled up in the camera, didn't she?
Layup in transition for Robinson. And Kate, the camera op, is all tangled up. I think Kate's going to be okay. We'll check on her later. Fitzgerald with a wide open player. Couldn't find her teammate.
Oh, she dove. That was a double.
Got away with a double dribble. Fitzgerald doubled, has wide open options, and turns it over. That press of NC Central causing problems. Cunningham goes right into Fitzgerald.
Here we go with a 3-on-1.
Nice pass. Boone there to finish it off.
Makes it look easy. Really made it look easy that time. Nunez really delivering the ball well.
We'll take the timeout. Campbell up 21. We'll come back for the rest of this third quarter after this.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome to Smithfield. How may I help you?
Made fresh daily. Service with a smile.
Oh, wow.
Fresh and fast, just for you.
Come back and see us.
Break away from the everyday to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Hello, I'm Jared McAdoo, new home sales counselor here at Providence Creek by Mattamy Homes. Come live the good life near Campbell University. We at Mattamy Homes are proud sponsors of the Fighting Campbells. Providence Creek is 15 minutes away from campus with stylish floor plans and amenities including a pool. We have 7 stylish floor plans including ranches from 2,100 square feet to 3,100 square feet, 2 to 5 bedroom options, 2 bath to 3.5 bathrooms, all designed to enhance your daily life. Come take a tour with us today.
Busted. When I first joined the board at Papa John's, I brought some big ideas.
We're gonna need more pepperoni.
But my biggest idea, the Shakaroni pizza.
Make it bigger, make it bigger. More is better.
It's extra large with extra cheese and covered in more than 60 pepperonis.
When I say handful of pepperoni, I mean my handful. What makes Shakaroni huge is that Papa John's donates $1 from every pizza to the Papa John's Foundation.
1, 2, 3, Shakaroni! Pizza gets bigger when you Shakaroni. Only at Papa John's.
Welcome back to Gore Arena. Campbell up 21 thanks to excellent ball movement. 15 assists on 20 baskets.
Nunez just took that ball right away and went coast to coast.
Oh, Kate! And then Gemma's like, hey, I got your back. Appreciate our student camera ops tonight. With the OG of Campbell women's basketball, Wanda Watkins. I'm EvanBudrovich.
Oh, gosh, Evan.
That layup bounces out. Kyla Bryant will head back to the line. Now that has been an area Central has taken advantage, getting to the bucket. Free throws 10 and 11 tonight.
Yeah, they have. They've been to the free throw line. They just have not shot well from the free throw line.
As a team, Central at 55%.
Done a little better this half, though, shooting 100%.
That must be so taxing mentally to know as a team you struggle from the line and then have to keep seeing these moments.
It's like going to the free throw line and someone saying, don't think about a red and white Coca-Cola can. What do you think about? And that's what happens. You think about that miss, you get tight.
The mental aspect so important as Hadley Dill comes in the second half. Spacing a little bit of an issue here for the Camels, and Boone turns it over.
Central looked like they upped the ante a little bit that possession on defense coming out of that timeout.
This is the challenge as a coach. You want to give your bench minutes and then find that camaraderie together. Jessica Woods, whose brother is on the NC Central roster. Neat story.
A real promising player for Campbell Woods. Really good court vision, court awareness.
There's a push and an offensive foul on Tippy Robertson. You know, Phoebe wasn't as animated with that offensive foul, our third official. Some of those refs like really get into it.
Yeah, some are so animated, it's almost fun to watch.
Here's Woods with the rock. Had 13 points in her debut in the season opener against the battling Bishops. Woods late in the clock. looking for help, and a steal. Bryant. Fuller is all up in her grill, and Bryant flips it strong. Loose ball. Back to Bryant. Wide open three. Central hits a big one. There were so many chances on that possession.
Yeah. Second chance points. Huge. Central again extending the defense here.
Cuts it to a 16-point game. And Boone just kicks it around, then gets in a wrestling match, and he'll stay here. And all of a sudden, Ronnie Fisher has to bring all of his starters back in. I don't think he wanted to do this here with 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Well, you know, a little bit of momentum change there can be scary if they pick their pace up. Smart move by Coach Fisher.
Nunez back in the game. Zips a perfect pass. Staves drives in. Tough look through contact.
Talk about a strong player. Explosive, Brittany Staves.
Staves is the 10th player to score for Campbell tonight. All but Woods. And as T. Swift would say, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Rebound Azuma. Staves left alone, looking for 5 quick points, but off. Okay, so why do shooters, when they deliver the ball, not move? They just stand there after they shoot it. Is that a common thing? As Azuma gets the block.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think it's that common.
Because I understand finishing the follow-through.
You definitely have to come back down and land where you left.
Callahan tips it out of bounds. Into the hands of Nathan Rice. Sir, you can tee him up next time. There's Nathan Rice. Good ball pressure here from Central. Tooley. So near the final minute of the third quarter. Azuma, here's the double. And now a wrestling match. What a find to Nunez. That's a violation. Great defense there from Central.
Yep, that's the second, I believe, shot clock violation that Central has forced tonight. And Nunez working hard to try to get the shot off, but couldn't do so in time.
Under a minute to go, NC Central looking to creep back. Burks poked loose. Campbell's defense much better in this third quarter on Burks.
Yeah, when you see those deflections, that's always a good sign from a defensive standpoint.
Burks had 15 in the first half, none in the third quarter.
Central probably really like to get the ball in the hands of Burks.
Robinson, little step back. That's short. Azuma on the foul. And that's 4 fouls if you're Cristobal Azuma. So she will exit. And Paris Smith will enter.
Well, I wish we could get another look at that one.
Free throws here for Morgan Callahan. And this is where Central could make a living. 5 missed free throws, and you look up, it's a 17-point game.
Yeah.
Some self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, they've really turned it around at the free throw line this half. That's their first miss of the half.
The broadcaster's jinx is alive and well on Wanda Watkins' court with Wanda Watkins tonight. Wow. That was an interesting pass, a turnover. How about that pass back and forth? Little crossover. Robertson dumps it down. Callahan chucks it up. And a foul. It is like driving through Black Friday traffic at the mall. This thing is nuts.
Yep. Central living on the line this half.
NC Central in the bonus the rest of the way. Wow, you see the frustration from Morgan Callahan. Morgan's 1 for 6 at the free throw line. Hits her second. And now Audrey Fuller will sub in.
Here again, the full court defense with 11.8 seconds left. They're really trying to work to take some time off here and possibly force a turnover.
Down to 5. Nuremberg gets it out. Fuller kicks. Thule shoots. And that ends the third quarter. Nice run. NC Central forces 4 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. And we head to the fourth with Campbell up 16 here in Buies Creek. The fourth quarter, Campbell Central in a 16-point game. How important are these next 5 minutes if you're NC Central here?
The next 5 minutes are very, very important. And they built a little momentum and were able to force some turnovers towards the end of that quarter. And it's going to be important if they want to stay in this basketball game that they continue to do that defensively and convert. Really special for them. As much as they're going to the line, they could knock their free throws in too and trying to make a comeback.
Great ball movement here from Central. Robertson. Every shot difficult for NC Central tonight. Burks the kick out. Jones turns it over. Here's Fuller. Nice dime to Nunez, who saves it. A little helter-skelter here.
It's rough out there. I mean, it was a scrappy defense.
Paris Smith's first minutes with 2 forwards in foul trouble. Smith wants it. Thule now forces one into Smith. And you could tell Central was all over that pass. Callahan drives in.
Callahan is masterful again to the line.
And is fouled.
Be her 10th and 11th free throw tonight.
I love the aggressiveness, though, of Morgan. Driving to the bucket, making things happen. The reigning MEAC Defensive Player of the Week. Morgan looks exhausted.
She'd be well into double figures if she'd made her free throws. Already has 10 rebounds.
Is 3 of 9 from the free throw line. That's been it points-wise. think I heard dolphins in the crowd.
Maybe it's Flipper.
I thought Shamu was more of a summer festivity. Not in December here in North Carolina.
Washington extended defense again by Central.
Nuremberg sprints in. Good job breaking the press.
Took about 11 seconds off the shot clock that time.
Nunez in a tight corners. Nuremberg attacks and lost it. Fuller with one. Gets it off. Central wants to push. Robertson breaks in. Callahan fouled.
Guess who's going back to the line, Evan?
That's been the story of this game. Callahan attacking the bucket.
Really. Well, that's really a beautiful pass by Robertson that time to Callahan. Central's whittling away at that lead.
Second free throw. And it's a 13-point game. Here's the press.
Pressing on a missed free throw.
Now the Camels need a bucket. No points in this fourth quarter. Fitzgerald. Nuremberg off on the three. Good contact. Burks wants a foul. Interesting. Oh, maybe she's bleeding. Maybe not. Robinson three. Huge bank shot for NC Central.
Something about that spot on the floor. Fitzgerald banked one from there early on.
We got a 10-point game. Now the press. Nunez zips one to Thule. Fuller off. Wide open look. Tight defense. And off Campbell. And now Jada Tiggett comes in.
Well, an opportunity for the first time in a while for Central to cut it to single digits.
There's the chance, and the bank is in. Janiah Jones with 6 points. Now we got a game. Nuremberg blows by. A foul on the pass. Jada Tiggett with the foul. How about the energy and the adjustment here from NC Central?
Yeah, they really have stayed at it. Campbell running a little flex cut on the baseline there.
Nuremberg wants contact, and that's offensive. Ronnie Fisher not pleased. And now we got a game with 6:53 to go.
I think what Coach Fisher is trying to say is that was the second foul. You know, the second foul, in other words, there was a foul before the elbow.
Burks checks out. Big minutes in the second half.
Now Campbell extending the defensive pressure.
NC Central has stormed back a 10-2 run. Robinson behind the back.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh, look at that move. Big bucket. Stopped on a dime.
Well, that was a dangerous behind-the-back dribble with that defender behind her, but nice finish.
A 10-0 spurt in this fourth quarter. Campbell can't buy a bucket. Fuller wide open. Not there. Rebound, NC Central. Bryant blows by Tooley, lays it up, and misses.
Wow.
What's the adjustment here for Campbell offensively?
Those are the things that drive a coach crazy.
Staves down low. Tooley's turn. Snaps the run.
And I think that's the difference maker for Campbell. A couple possessions ago, we saw Tooley give up that shot. And I know Coach Fisher's wanting her to take that shot in the clutch situation.
Robertson off. Back to a 9-point game. Tooley, the all-time three-point leader here at Campbell.
There's a nice screen and cut.
Wide open. Fuller. Back-to-back threes. And a timeout for NC Central. Well, the Campbell solution to pressure is dishing the rock. We'll take a timeout here after this 6-0 run.
We are not merely an institution of higher education. We are transforming lives and empowering students to become leaders.
Leaders in our communities, in our state, and throughout the world.
Leaders in innovation.
Leaders in service to our neighbors.
Join our movement. Join our community. Join our mission. Lead with purpose. Lead with Campbell.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate?
How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
It's bow time. The workday might be ending, but your family's hunger is still gearing up for the night shift. Now you could unload groceries, chop, dice, mince, preheat, heat, slap around the smoke detector, and then celebrate with a big old pile of dishes. Or you could just drop a big bow box on it. Because when you can feed the family with 12 Supremes, fixins, biscuits, and tea, you can clock out and still spend some well-earned quality time with a delicious dinner.
Hey, grab me one too.
Here's what's coming up for the Camels the next week. Education Day next Wednesday, and then at ETSU, at High Point, and conference play begins at the start of the year.
Which will be here before you know it, Evan.
By the way, that's an odd break in the schedule. 16 days between non-conference and conference.
I think really not knowing for sure if the conference was going to play 2 games in December or if they weren't, you know, it kind of made scheduling a little bit difficult the first year coming in.
Good news, we have the scheduling coordinator, Wanda Watkins, here with us. I'm EvanBudrovich. Who's the big game on the schedule next year, Coach?
I'm not sure we're that far along yet.
Oh, you're not allowed to disclose. That's okay. We'll talk in a few months. 12-point game here in Bowie's Creek. NC Central started the quarter on a 10-0 run.
Campbell really turned it around with 2 back-to-back three-pointers, though.
Now Burks turns it over. Tooley by herself. Nunes playing tag with Tooley. What a dime and a block by Callahan, who steps out of bounds. Okay, I'm wondering, so those 2 guards were passing back and forth. Wouldn't somebody just step up and shoot it here?
I didn't see an open look, though. I really didn't.
Good pass by Tooley. The 6th-year senior playing in game 130 tonight. I don't know if she'll break the all-time record. Taya Bolden, 157 here at Campbell. As Staves is tripped. Callahan, tough look, no foul. Fuller. Oh.
Yep.
It's like you want to see him. Oh, Thule throws it into the seats. Throw it to the coach. Sometimes it's smart to throw it to the coach.
Hey, you know, we talked about in the first half how the last 3 or 4 minutes were critical. This last 5 minutes of this half really critical for Central to try to get back in the game. Campbell blowing it apart with 3-pointers. We'll see if they can do the same.
Burks not fouled, and NC Central's cooled off. 2-minute scoring drought. Thule, great find. Fuller can't convert. Now it's Bryant, blows by 1, bangs into 2, runs through the lane, and 1. What a drive by Kyla Bryant.
Really pretty behind the back. Using her body control there to get to the basket. Getting the potential 3-point play the old-fashioned way, and the opportunity again to pull her team back into single digits.
NC Central, 8 missed free throws tonight. Think about that in the fourth quarter. 9-point game. The press has made a difference in this fourth quarter. Terrence Baxter's club, after 3 straight losses, playing hard. Nunez got in some
Good
trouble.
ball reversal by Campbell.
Nuremberg hits the 3. 13 triples for the Camels tonight.
Really good ball reversal. Take the ball away from the double team.
And a turnover here for Central. These have been costly mistakes for NC Central. 13 turnovers. Tippy's full name is Tennille. She goes by Tippy. Got the nickname in middle school.
Tippy, wonder how that came about.
Like a little teapot, short and stout.
You want to sing that for us, Evan?
I think you got it, Coach. Fuller on the attack. She's fouled. That's on the floor.
That's probably a good foul for Central that time.
Only the second team foul, so plenty to work with.
She was gone otherwise.
Campbell has led for 31 of the 33 minutes tonight. And Nuremberg.
Wow, that's really rough out there.
There was a lot of contact both ways. Feels more like a WWE match than a basketball game.
Wow.
Bodies everywhere. Thule with 8. Nuremberg hits the 3. Big night for Svenja, 3 triples.
Big buckets. Tell you, the 3-pointer is making the difference for Campbell.
14 threes, and Nunez is begging for it. We have a whistle.
Well, I totally missed that.
And that's the ankle of Brittany Staves. Let's watch this. These are moments that always give you pause.
Coach Fisher alongside there, certainly concerned about one of his key upperclassmen.
Okay, here's the look at Brittany. Oh, yeah. Collided with the Central
yeah,
player.
The foot, yeah.
Good look by the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the athletic trainer and his support.
Good to see her walk that off.
Keep an eye on Staves. Campbell does have a week off before its next game, including semester final starting this week. Brittany is in the MBA program, Business Masters here.
Yeah, really good student.
We were actually in the same class this semester, project management.
Is that right?
Yeah, we have a final due Friday. Good luck to Brittany.
Super student.
You didn't wish me good luck, though, Coach.
You as well, Evan.
I won't take it personally.
You're going to talk your way through yours.
Sadly, it's multiple choice.
Okay.
So Gianni Boone will enter for Staves, who gets evaluated.
Well, certainly wish that young lady well and hope she's going to be okay. A vital part for this Campbell program. Great leader for this team.
The senior exits with the ankle injury. We'll keep tabs on that. As we tick under 3 minutes here in Bowie's Creek. Good pressure by Callahan.
Central wanting to run the ball to the sidelines.
And the Camels with 19 assists tonight. Everyone touching it. Thule. Great find to Nunez, who hits it.
Beautiful assist.
How about the passing there of Thule?
Yeah, great court awareness.
The sixth-year senior showing off the vision. A foul.
You know, you ask about Thule going into the game. What is it that she does? And, you know, it's so evident when you watch this team play. She knocks in the three. She makes the assist. She gets the big rebound. She knocks in the free throw. She just does it all for this team. Defends extremely well.
Shai Thule at 24 years old. That's a savvy veteran who's almost off her parents' health insurance. She'll turn 25 next year. Thanks, Obamacare. Second free throw for Kyla Bryant, the reigning Rookie of the Week in the MEAC. Continuing pressure here with 2 minutes to go. Campbell searches for its 10th win in 11 tries here at home. And a 10-second, timeout first. Ronnie Fisher granted the timeout.
Central really trying to force the ball to come up the sideline so they can make the double team.
What has Campbell done tonight to pull away and break open in the second half?
I tell you, I mean, it's a three-point shot. I mean, time and time again. Central would climb back in it and get close. There's one by Nuremberg, one by Thule, one by Fuller, another by Nuremberg. Just time and time again, the three-point shots made the difference for them.
14 threes. And you're right, it's balanced. Thule with 4 and everybody else getting involved. Nunez immediately trapped in a foul. It's only the third team foul for Central.
42 points from three-point territory. 42 of 68 points from three-point territory.
That's new age basketball.
That's the difference in the basketball game. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that, does it? 42 points to 15 points.
Leads to a 15-point lead. Trying to keep up with the best three-point shooting teams in the country. College of Charleston in the top 10 here in the CAA. Nuremberg hangs on. Thule draws the foul. Utah, the best three-point shooting team in the country, 45% for the Utes. Fresh off their Sweet 16 berth last year. Lost to an upstart LSU team in the Sweet 16. And then LSU with Kim Mulkey won the championship.
Yeah.
Angel Reese is back this week, fully healthy.
Really some great games over the last week or two, too.
UConn has dropped 3 games before the new year for the first time in a decade. As Fuller zips into the lane, it looks like she almost can dunk. Did you see that?
Yeah. She was
got
up
some
there.
hops.
She was up there.
The Thunder from down under. Callahan blows in. It's been a busy night in the lane for Morgan. Misses the layup. Now a slip. Nice two. Kyla Bryant cuts it to 15.
Tell you, Central just doesn't quit, though. They're still after it.
NC Central will head down to Jacksonville on Monday with semester finals ending today in Durham. Gianni Boone way short. Not joining the three-point party. Bryant's turn. That's off. Loose ball, a tip, and a foul. It must be hard to officiate women's college basketball at times. I give these refs a ton of credit. There is contact everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact going on out there tonight. It's hard to get it all. It's hard to call it all. Here we see the drive by Fuller.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah,
I think
finger rolled it right up.
She's got a chance to dunk. It might take, the right timing and rhythm, but there's an opportunity. So much of leaping is speed and quickness, and she has that. Just a food for thought. Mira Burks back to the line. Give her 17 points. Robinson has 10. Bryant with 10 for Central. And the Camels overcome their scoring woes on Sunday in the second half. Take advantage here with 16 in the fourth. Tooley zips it down low. And Boone takes her time for the layup.
Again, the open court awareness of Tooley to make that pass so precisely.
The clock did not stop, so they'll add a second to it. Probably food for thought here, but 35 seconds left. Tough drive. Bryant lays it home. Nice look.
Wow.
Could put that finger roll on a mitten commercial. And now the Camels will settle it down. Tough steal. Bryant takes it. And in transition. Back to an 11-point game. And this Terrence Baxter team is not quitting.
No, they're really not. They're still staying at it. Campbell as well. It's getting a little rough out there now. As a coach, you get concerned in late game situations like this with the roughness that you don't want to have any major injuries or anything.
Free throws here the rest of the way. So Nuremberg sitting on 15 points for Svenja. A quiet season best. And now a career best, 16 for Nuremberg. The chance to set her new career high in points. There it is.
That'll do it.
17 for Svenja. And the Camels win wire to wire in dominant fashion.
No basket.
That was a big three-point night. 14 triples for the Camels as they defend home court.
Yeah, it really was. I think the three-point shot was the difference maker for them. Even when Central came and cut the lead into single digits, Campbell answered with the three-point shots back-to-back.
We'll take the timeout and wrap things up here on the Shortstop Food Mart post-game report. the official C-store of Campbell Athletics. 14 triples for the Camels and a season-best 17 from Nuremberg. That's really the story tonight.
It really is. You know, as I mentioned right before we went off the air, Central fought hard till the very end and really worked their way back into the game, and then Campbell went down and answered with three-pointer after three-pointer, not one person but all of them, and it was a difference maker in this game.
How about our Papa John's Pizza player of the game, and Svenja with the career best? She was heavily involved tonight.
She really was, and she was very effective from three-point territory herself, shooting 3 for 5, and hit some big clutch three-pointers. Just did a nice job for Campbell, having seen her career high in Puerto Rico and now having another career high. That young lady's headed for a banner season.
Camels win it by 13 for the legend Wanda Watkins. I'm Evan Budrovich. Thanks for joining us tonight on Flow Sports. We'll see you next week for Education Day, bright and early here on Flow Sports.